Hi guys, welcome back. It is my second video. Today we're going to be doing something fun. I'm going to be going over my top 5 favorite no guilt dessert options. So these are all going to be relatively low points. They're going to taste like they're guilty. They're going to look like they're guilty, but in the end they're actually really manageable for Weight Watchers and they're delicious. So let's get started. Okay, so for this first snack slash dessert, we're going to be making a low-calorie chocolate mousse. This one is super easy, probably the very easiest of all the recipes. So all you're going to need for this one is, again, you're going to need some sort of whipped topping. I have the light. You can do fat-free. You can do regular if you want. I'm pretty sure it's still pretty low in points, but this guy's going to be lower. And all you're going to need is a sugar-free pudding. This is the chocolate vanilla swirl pudding. This guy is 2 points for this container. And yeah, so any type of sugar-free pudding, you can even use the powder if you'd like. So the other things you're going to need for this recipe are you're going to need a 1/2 measuring cup, pretty standard. Excuse me, you're going to need a 1/4 measuring cup and a bowl. We're going to take our pudding. Always remember to lick the top. And we're just going to scoop our pudding right into a cup. And you can go ahead and just measure out a 1/2 cup serving. So a 1/2 cup, that's going to be 3 Smart Points. So you're just going to take your spoon here, you're going to scoop it right on in. And you're just going to give it a mix. And what you're left with is a delicious mousse-like substance. Now you can eat it just like this, or what you can do is you can take your cup and you can pop it in the freezer for a little bit and let it freeze for a few minutes. It's going to become just more mousse-like. It's thick, it's creamy. It is so good, but it's only 5 Smart Points for this whole cup. Move on to the next recipe, which is going to be a ambrosia like mock-up, but it's going to be much less guilty than regular ambrosia. So what you're going to need, again, you're going to take your 2 clementines, just kind of let them hang out. Sugar-free Jello, you can do any flavor. This is black cherry, I believe. And again, you're going to need some of that whipped topping. Okay, so to start, we're going to take our Jello cup, and you can just go ahead and empty it right on into your bowl. See, just a regular Jello cup. And what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to chop this guy up and stir it. So once you have it all stirred, it should look something like this. It's going to be a lot of, oops, sorry about that. It's going to be a lot of little chunks. And that's like the perfect consistency of what you want that to look like. What we're going to do is we're going to take a 1/4 cup. And again, this is pretty flexible. You can do as much or as little as you want. I'm just going to measure out 1/4 cup of my whipped topping. This is going to typically run you around 2 points, depending on the brand of Cool Whip that you get. And you're just going to throw it right in there. And you're just going to go ahead and mix it together. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You don't have to be a chef to do this. Super easy, just go ahead and mix. Now you can just eat it like this. What I like to do is take a clementine and go ahead and peel the guy open. And I like to just take the little pieces, rip them in half, and throw it right on in. can do as little or as much as you'd like. Banana is also really good in this. Strawberries are really good in this. You can go ahead and experiment with whatever fruit is your favorite. Go ahead and just throw it in, give it a quick toss. Is this beautiful Jello Ambrosia that is only 2 smart points. The only thing you're paying for in this bowl is your Cool Whip. So if you wanted more, you got a couple extra points to play with at night, go ahead and add it. You deserve it, right? So yeah, really cheap, really, really good low point dessert option. So what you're gonna need is you're going to need some Cool Whip. I'm using that same whip topping. You're going to need a banana, some PB2. You can use the peanut butter or the chocolate one. They're both really good in this recipe, or any type of powdered peanut butter will work, I guess. And you're also going to need some honey teddy grahams or graham crackers of some sort. This is optional, but you'll see when we get into the recipe why it adds a little bit of a guilty kick for low points. Take your Cool Whip. You're going to measure out a 1/2 cup, which again is going to run you around 3 points. This one happens to be 4, but I will not buy this one again because I'm only spending 3 points. Well, what I'll probably end up doing is buying a new one and letting my boyfriend eat this one because he doesn't track his points, so it'll all work out okay. Alright, so you're just going to go ahead and give that a scoop in there. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your PB2. Again, you can do the peanut butter one or you can do the chocolate one. And you're going to measure out 1 or 2 tablespoons. Now this is going to depend on how peanut buttery you like things. I vary. I go back and forth. Sometimes I'll do 1. Sometimes I'll do like 1.5. This guy is 1 point for up to 2 tablespoons, so really it doesn't matter how much you want to put in. It's really up to you. I just put in about 1.5 in my bowl. So you're just going to give that a quick toss together. Take your banana and just chop this guy up. So chop. You're going to do little slices. So right now with the PB2 and the Cool Whip, with this size of a bowl, we're probably running around 5 or 6 points. 6 with the PB2. So just to finish it off, you're going to do Teddy Grahams. Now this again is totally personal. You can do as much or as little as these guys as you want. 12 of them is 2 points. So I'm going to do 12 because I'm going to make a 7-point dessert. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so here's 12. So you can see you get kind of a lot. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them and just crush them up. And take a couple of them, just crush them up. And kind of what we're going for here is for it to taste like a graham cracker crust. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes the chunks are kind of nice. Do a nice chunky vibe. So this dessert is more for if people are having pie or if you're just really craving pie, especially like a banana cream or peanut butter banana cream. So that's what it ends up looking like. You can either mix it in or go ahead and eat it like it's on top. Super good. It tastes just like a pie. Honestly, it really does. Okay, so this fourth recipe isn't really a recipe per se, but I honestly did not realize that I could still have this while I was on Weight Watchers without having to splurge 10, 12 points on it. How can you have an ice cream cone guilty-free on Weight Watchers? So I found these cones are just I'm pretty sure they're sold literally everywhere. They're the jumbo. They're pretty big. These guys are only 1 point a piece. 1 point. I would have never thought that an ice cream cone would be low points. If I had to guess, I would guess at least 3 or 4. No, 1 point. They're only 30 calories. So good. So what I do is I take one of these guys and I pair it with a half of a cup of one of my Halo Tops that I've gotten for the week. So right now this is the birthday cake. I'm not going to make this guy for you. It's pretty self-explanatory. I take a half cup of this, put it into my ice cream cone, and then I just enjoy it like a regular ice cream cone. And it's delicious. You guys will not regret trying this. So give it a try. Sorry, this one isn't an actual recipe, but I figured I'd let you know the idea. So good. Highly recommend. Getting away from the dessert idea, but if you haven't tried Quest bars, definitely try them. They're so good on their own. So this first one that I have is double chocolate chunk. This guy is 4 smart points. I believe they're all 4 smart points. If one of them's different, I'll put it down below. This one is chocolate brownie. This is so good. If you're craving chocolate, 4 smart points. Oh, 4 smart points for a pretty big bar, and super filling. This one's cookie dough. One of my other favorites is the s'mores flavor. This one I think has some of the most flavor out of all of the bars. I mean, they're all very flavor filled, but this is one of my hands down favorites. I think it tastes exactly like a s'more. Yeah, so this guy's really good. And last but not least, I have an apple pie one. I tried this one time, and it wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but I saw it on the shelf, and I figured I'd give it one more try before I wrote it off, just because I am a huge fan of the Quest bar, or Quest company in general. So I figured I'd give this one more try. If you're interested, if I liked it, or if you like this one, let me know. I'd love to hear some of your guys' favorite Quest bar flavors. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be, for the next recipe, even though I just went on a random tangent about Quest bars, we're going to be using the cookie dough Quest bar. This guy's 4 smart points, and we're going to be pairing that with the cookie dough Halo Top. Really good cookie ice cream sandwich. Cookie. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your Quest bar of choice. I like to, again, I'm going to use the cookie dough, but the brownie one is really good in this recipe. I'm sure they all are, actually. And you're just going to cut it up into 4 even pieces. Now while you're doing this, you want to be preheating your oven to 400 degrees. And you're just going to separate them, like I've done here, into 4 separate pieces. And you're just going to pop them in the oven for 7 minutes. When they come out, they're going to be still in the square, and you're just going to take a spoon and just push them out and make them cookie shaped. Make them as big as you want. What I like to do is make sure that they're about the size of your measuring cup. So good, 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 good. Okay, I'm just gonna let them cool off for a few minutes, and while they're cooling off, you can take your Halo Top and measure out a 1/4 cup. If they're cooled off, you can go ahead and put them on a plate. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your 1/4 cup of whatever Halo Top ice cream you want. Flip a cookie over, kind of go around, and it's just going to pop right out, right onto one of those cookies. Flatten it out just a little bit. And take another one of the cookies, put it right on top. And what you're going to have is a delicious ice cream cookie sandwich for 4 smart points for this whole thing. So good. Okay, so that was 5 Weight Watcher recipe desserts that range from anywhere from 2 smart points to like 7 or 8 smart points, depending on how many points you have left for the day, or if you want to dip into your weeklies for a little bit of a treat. Let me know down below if you tried any of them, made any modifications, which one was your favorite, which one was like, well, that was not very good. Just let me know. I'd love to hear what you gotta say. Subscribe if you're interested in seeing more videos about Weight Watchers, and let me know if you have anything you want to see. Bye!